go ahead and cross the legs and rest your hands down on your lap. You don't need to do anything special to begin, so just kind of observing how your posture is right now, not having to fix it, not having to change anything. Observe your posture, observe your breath. Anything that's your immediate experience. So you might notice the feeling of the air on the skin. You might notice subtle sounds in the room around you. Maybe family is around, even louder noises in the room around you. If you notice any smells in the nose, any tastes in the mouth, go ahead and observe those. And don't underestimate this time right now. So this really is an opportunity to get present, to set aside anything that has happened already today, anything that will happen later today, and really be aware of your current experience. We'll need that as we move through our practice today, because all of our yoga builds that ability to stay in the present moment, whether it's challenging, whether it's easy and exciting, whether it's not as favorable. We always have that opportunity to remain where we're at as opposed to escaping the moment. Good. So as you start to presence yourself, begin to build now a deeper rhythm of breath. You can close the eyes if you're not already. Soften the skin of the face. Relax any tension in the jaw. Relax the tongue. Soften the throat. Good. And now start to change the posture. Any little changes that will make it a little bit more elevated, a little bit more grounded. So feeling the sense of your sits bones resting heavy on the ground, the top of the skull drawing up towards the ceiling, lots of length up through your spine. This alone can be a core exercise if you allow it to be. So as you sit here, you're letting the abdomen expand on your inhales, but you're also firming up the abdominal muscles as you exhale, maybe giving you a little bit more lift in your posture. So the belly muscles draw back, the low back gets a little bit longer. Good. Now the next time you inhale, breathe in completely all the way to the top of your breath. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Try to relax the shoulders. Hold at the top of that breath. And then exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, big inhale. Fill up to the top of your breath. We've got 3 of these total, so we're in the middle now. Fill up the abdomen, fill up the ribs, fill up the chest. Hold at the top of that breath. And then exhale all the way to empty, drawing the belly button back as you exhale, exhale, exhale. And we'll do one more just like it. So big inhale, fill up the belly, fill up the rib cage. Fill all the way to the collarbones, be a little bit past the collarbones. Relax the shoulders down. And then slow exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Completely. Go ahead and open the eyes. Inhale to sweep your arms up overhead. And then as you exhale, place your left hand down on the left side of your mat. Reach the right arm up and overhead. Take another inhale there. So stretch a little bit longer. Stay there with the exhale and go a little bit deeper. Stretching the sides of the body and the sides of the spine. Inhale through center. Exhale to drop the right hand. Now stay in that side bend as you inhale, stretch a little bit longer. And then as you exhale, move a little bit deeper. Go down towards the floor. Let's inhale through center, up and over to the other side. Exhale to go deep into that other side. And then inhale all the way back up through center. Exhale to go deep into the side bend. One more time each side. So inhale through center, land it. And then as you exhale, breath is key here. Go a little bit deeper. Slow down the breath. Inhale all the way through center, all the way up and over to the other side, and then exhale to go deep. Good. Inhale back up through center. We're going to do the same thing on the twist. So you're going to twist to your left. Inhale to sit tall. Exhale to twist deeper. Inhale through center to the other side. Good. As you exhale, go a little bit deeper into the rotation of the spine. And then inhale through center to the other side. Exhale to go deep into the twist. Good. Inhale through center. Exhale, find the depth of rotation. Last time each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, depth of twist. Inhale through center. Good. And then exhale, depth of twist. Good. Inhale, back up through center. And then release hands all the way down to the lap. We're going to come into downward facing dog right away. So when you're ready for it, go into downward facing dog. When you get into down dog, just like always, take a couple of moments to pedal out your feet, find some sensation in the backs of the legs, warming up the hamstrings, the calves. Good. Look at your thumbs and start to walk your feet towards your hands. Come into a forward fold at the top of your space. When you get into that forward fold, slide the hands up the shins, lengthen your spine forward, and then exhale, go back down to your forward fold. Let's do 2 more like that. So as you inhale, halfway lift, long back, long neck, and then exhale all the way back down to forward fold. Last time like it, big inhale, halfway lift, and then long exhale, forward fold. Push your feet down firm, bend the knees, round the back, and roll up to stand like you're stacking your vertebrae all the way up. When you get up to stand, shrug your shoulders to the ears, and then roll the shoulders down and back. Let's do a couple of those. So inhale, shrug. Exhale, release. Inhale, shrug. Exhale, release. Last time, like you did, inhale, shrug. Exhale, release. Good. Now with the feet hip distance apart, inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. As you exhale, dive down to your forward fold. Step your right foot to the back of the mat and lower the knee down. Different than we normally do, you're going to keep your fingerprints on the floor, so fingers stay down. Lift the chest off the thigh. Take a deep inhale as you look forward. And then move to downward facing dog as you exhale. Pike the hips up and back. From down dog, shift forward into high plank. Now, normally we think of knees, chest, and chin as a prep for chaturanga, but it's not. It can be, but it's a different pose all on its own. So Ashtanga Pranam is what it's called in Sanskrit. And we're going to go through that many times today. And when we lower down, so we're familiar with knees, chest, chin, usually hold your plank so you get that strengthening action as I explained. Usually in knees, chest, chin. So stay up, don't lower your knees. But usually we lower the knees and we drop the chin and the chest after. But we're going to try today to lower all at the same time. So from your plank pose, push down firm with the hands, take an inhale. And then as you exhale, start to bend knees and elbows and all at the same time, lower knees, chest, and chin. Slide forward onto the belly with the chest, inhale, low cobra. And then exhale back to your downward facing dog. So tuck the toes, lift the knees and hips. As you inhale, bring your right foot between the palms, lower the left knee, lift the chest off the thigh so fingertips are on the floor. Good. And then step to your forward fold, top of the mat. We're going to go all the way up to stand. Inhale, reach the arms up. Right back down to fold on your exhale. Lower the hands down, nose to the knees. Left foot back this time. Drop the knee and lift the chest. Inhale. As you exhale, move to downward facing dog. Lift the hips up and back, push the heels to the floor. Shift forward, high plank, take an inhale. This is where our Ashtanga Pranam comes in, knees, chest, chin. Bend the elbows and knees, start to lift the butt and drop the chin and the chest. Inhale, slide forward, low cobra. Make it a really high, low cobra. High, low cobra, and then go back to downward facing dog. Make it a high cobra rather than an up dog. Downward facing dog, we're gonna step the left foot between the palms. Left foot forward, drop the knee. Inhale onto the fingerprints, lift the chest, breathe in deep. Exhale to forward fold, top of your space. As you inhale, reach your arms up, stretch the arms up overhead. Thumbs to heart center as you exhale, bring the hips all the way down. Good. We're gonna go through that again. So that was a full round of sun. Inhale, arms up. As you exhale, forward fold. Step the right foot back, take the knee down. Keep your fingerprints on the floor, but lift the chest off the thigh. Look forward, and then exhale, step to downward facing dog. Look at your toes. Shift forward into high plank, breathe in deep. And now bend the elbows. Put the butt up in the air as you drop. Knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, high cobra with the chest. And then exhale back to downward facing dog with the hips up and back. From downward facing dog, right foot comes forward. Lower your left knee to the floor, left knee down. Inhale, chest rising. Exhale, forward fold, top of your space. Both feet meet at the top. Inhale, rise to stand, reach the arms up. Right back down to forward fold as you exhale. Left foot back, left knee down. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the hips up high, push the heels down. As you inhale, shift forward, high plank. Good, and as you exhale, knees, chest, and chin land all in sync. Good, inhale, slide forward, high cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the hips up and back. This time the left foot comes forward, so step the left foot between the palms. Right knee down, chest rises, inhale. Forward fold at the top of your mat as you exhale. Rise to stand. Big inhale. Love the heart center as you exhale. Closing that round of sun. One more time. Inhale, stop. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot back, knee down, chest up. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Shift to high plank. Inhale. Knees, chest, and chin as you exhale. Inhale, slide forward, high cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Rise all the way up and down. Right foot comes forward, step it through, lower the left knee down, and lift the chest. Inhale. Forward fold as you exhale. Rise to stand. Inhale as you step. Right back down to forward fold as you exhale. Left foot goes back. Step the knee down and lift the chest. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Shift forward, high plank. Ashtanga pranam as you exhale. Bend elbows, knees, rock, chin, and palms. Inhale, lift the chest for cobra. Squeeze the glutes, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the hips up and back. Left foot forward, lower the right knee, lift the chest, inhale. Forward fold as you exhale. Inhale, rise to stand, reach the arms up. And then exhale, thumbs to heart center. Good, so that's your sun salutation seat. Now we're gonna walk the feet apart, so bring the feet all the way out, turn the toes out. And then as you inhale, lift the arms up. Bend elbows and knees, come down into your Malasana squat. Now this is an opportunity for your crow, so if you want to take your crow pose, do your crow pose. If you want to stay in squat, stay in squat. Either position, you're going to hold it, so go to your crow, go to your squat, stay in your squat. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Slow exhale, just like the breath work we did in the beginning. Slow down the out breath. Take another inhale, fill up the abdomen, fill up the ribs, fill up the chest. Try to exhale for about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take one more breath in through the nose. Breathe in deep. Stay with the exhale. If you're in squat, you can step the feet back. You could also lower the feet from crow and step back to a plank pose, or shoot the feet back. We're going to go to chaturanga this time. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Good, and then if you're ready, lift the hips up and back to downward facing dog. Deep hike in the hips. Good, big inhale, lift your right leg. Go ahead and bend the right knee and stack the hips open. So starting to stretch the left hamstrings even more, the front of the right hip even more. Re-straighten the right leg, square the hips to the floor. And as you bend the right knee, bring it in to tap the right tricep. Inhale, send it up and back, 3-legged dog. And as you exhale, tap the left tricep, pull it in tight, opposite elbow in. Inhale, send it up and back. And then as you exhale, bring the knee to the nose, step it through, and we'll keep the back heel back knee lifted as we rise up to a high chest line. So go ahead and lift the arms, lift the chest. Good. Bring the palms together at heart center. We're going to take the left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. Start to spin your sternum towards your thumb knuckles so you get a nice twist through the spine. Option to stay there, option to go a little bit deeper. If you want to split the wingspan, you'll reach your left fingers towards your your right ankle. Left fingers to right ankle. Right fingers to the sky. Lengthen through the spine to get as long in the back as you can. Take one more inhale. If the hands are apart, take them together on the exhale. We're going to push the feet down firm and rise back up to high crescent lunge. Arms up. Take an inhale. We're going to move to chaturanga on the exhale. So if you want to swing the right leg back and keep the toes covered, you can. But when you inhale to up dog, both knees up. Exhale back to downward facing dog to the other side. Good. As you inhale, lift the left leg. Bend the knee and stack the hips open. Feel the stretch in your right hamstrings, the right calf perhaps. Lift that left knee a little bit higher. Good. Now straighten the left leg once again. Square the hips to the floor. Pull the left knee into the left tricep. Tight crunch. Abdomen works hard. And then inhale, sit it up and back and stretch the abdominal muscles back out. Exhale, left knee back. Nice work, you guys. Step the left foot between the palms. Press the feet down firm and rise up to your high crescent lunge. When you get into your high crescent lunge, find that deep bend in the left knee. Eventually, you'll get the left thigh parallel to the floor, so you go separating the feet a little bit wider, longer. Good. Place the palms together at heart center. Right elbow to the outside of the left thigh to make the twist. Before you split the arms, press your right tricep into the thigh, try to spin a little bit deeper into the twist. And then, if you're taking the open stand, from there, open up. Right fingers to the left ankle, left fingers to the sky. Take another inhale where you're at. And then if the hands are apart, take them together. Push the feet down strong into the earth and rise up, high crescent lunge. Inhale. Move to chaturanga as you exhale. If you hovered the foot on the last side, do it on this side too. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Hold your downward facing dog with a deep inhale through the nose. Stay there with the exhale. Drive the heels towards the earth. Stay in your down dog again. Spread the fingers out wide. Try to press the thumbprint and the index finger down into the ground. One more inhale. And then choose for the next 3 breaths. Do you want to do dolphin, down dog, or child's pose? Go to where you're going. 3 deep breaths through the nose. Good. After your 3rd and final breath in that rest, we are going to meet back in downward facing dog. Good work, guys. From your downward facing dog, walk your thumbs and your index fingers together to touch. Create that triangle of space between your hands. Look at your hands. Bend the knees, push the hips back, and then spring to your Malasana squat. Feet land outside of your hands, thumbs to heart center when you get there. Good. Nice work. Thumb knuckles press into the chest, and that's going to give you the leverage to lift the chest a little bit higher. So really lengthen up through the spine. Feel the stretch on your inner hamstrings, inner hips. Good. Another thing that can tend to happen here is the shoulders want to crumple in. Think of the stance that we take if we've sat at the computer too long. Do the opposite of that. So find like a dancer elegance through your collarbones. Lengthen across the chest. Push the feet down strong to the ground as your opportunity to rise up. So hands reach as you come up to stand. Go ahead and fan the hands down alongside you. And then as you inhale, we're going to go right back up. Arms reach. Exhale, Malasana squat. This time from your Malasana, plant the hands down. Step only the right foot to the back of the mat. You're in a lizard lunge. And we're gonna shift forward and back. Start to loosen up the front of your right hip even more. Good. Now, if you want to drop it down lower, go ahead and lower your right knee, maybe lower the elbows. Not necessary, but a possibility. So if you want to take the forearms down, take them down. Good. Last couple of moments here, if you want to take it even deeper, you can grab that back ankle. So left hand will take the inside of the right ankle, left hand to the inside of the right ankle. Pull the heel towards the butt. Now again, that's not necessary, but it's an option for you. So if you don't want it, stay where you're at, either hands or elbows down. Good. And if you do have that back knee, release it very gently, it comes down on the floor, the top of that foot. We will all come up to the palms. And then from that position, tuck your right toes. The left leg is going to go to three-legged dog. So push down strong. Rise all the way up to three-legged dog. Left leg is high. Take an inhale. Now left knee taps left tricep on the exhale. Inhale, send it up and back. As you exhale, left knee, right tricep. Take the twist. Good. Inhale, send it up and back. And as you exhale, step left foot between the palms for warrior one. So right heel spins down to the ground. Arms reach up high. Take a big inhale as you make that warrior one position. Good. In your warrior one, of course, we face the front of the mat. Do try to square your hips. So left hip draws back, right hip pulls forward. Gives you a nice stretch in the right calf. Good. From there, interlace the hands behind your back. Draw the knuckles towards your right heel. Look up. Exhale, bow forward inside of your left thigh. Take your knuckles up towards the sky as you drop the crown of your head towards your left heel. So knuckles to ceiling, top of skull to left heel. There can be a tendency here as you hold that humble warrior for the hips to want to pitch over to the left side. So try to pull the hips towards the center of the mat instead of letting them go left. Think of taking them like right in the middle of your mat and then bending the left knee deeper. Good. Look at your right calf. Release the neck and the jaw. And the next time you breathe in, rise back up to your warrior one. So drop your hands, lift up, warrior one position. From warrior one, straighten out your left leg. Start to reach the hands towards the hips as you pitch the chest forward. You can stop here with the chest parallel to the floor, but if you have very flexible hamstrings, you're going to set the hands down and take your nose towards your shin. So either one is great. Either chest is lifted parallel to the floor or nose starts to drop to the leg. If the hands don't meet the floor, again, you can always have hands on hips. It takes a little bit more core and leg strength to keep the hands on the hips. So you might even be getting more strength action that way. One more inhale through the nose. Maybe a little bit deeper on your exhale. Find the deepest point of your stretch. Now, if they're not already, place the hands down on the mat at the top of your mat, at the top of your space. Take the left foot all the way back to plank pose. You might have to walk both feet back and hold that plank. Good. This time from plank pose, we're going to take right hand to left shoulder. Set it down. Left hand to right shoulder. Set it down. If the knees need to come down, set them down. We've got two more each side. Right hand, left shoulder. Set it down. Left hand, right shoulder. Good. Set it down. Right hand, left shoulder. Set it down. Yes, left hand, right shoulder. Set it down. Take an inhale, plank pose. Chaturanga on your exhale. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale back to downward facing dog. From down dog, walk your hands together. Again, thumbs and index fingers touch. You're prepping for Malasana, but you're not going yet. You're going to bend the knees, push the hips back, and then hop into your Malasana squat. Thumb to heart center. Good work. From that Malasana squat, press the feet down strong. Lots of engagement in the legs and core as you rise up. And then as you exhale, scoop the hands down alongside the body. Good. Inhale, hands go back up. As exhale, velocity squat. Good. And we're going to repeat that same dance that we did on the other side, but place the hands down. This time, left foot steps to the back of the mat, all the way back. And when you get into your lizard lunge, start to saw forward and back. So you're pushing the left heel back behind you, and then you're rocking on the ball of your foot or toes. And keep that movement going. So pushing heel back, rocking forward, back. Should feel quite a nice stretch in the front of your left hip. Maybe even the back of your right hip. Good. Now take it to the depth. You might put the left knee down. You might untuck the toes. You might take your elbows down. So just an option. I know I don't have to tell you guys this, right? You already know. But don't get lost or don't get caught up in going to a deeper variation than you're ready for. If being up on the palms is great, stay up on the palms. Don't let yourself get too ahead of yourself. So if elbows can't come down, no worries. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you're welcome to stay up on the palms as you do this too. You can bend that left knee more, reach back with the right hand. And if you have even a little bit more to give, that left elbow can stay on the floor as you take that bind and stretch your quad. Nice work, you guys. If you do have a hold of that left foot, gently release it. It's going to feel spring-loaded, so set it down with so much grace and ease. Palms come back up to the floor, back down to the floor. Lift your left knee up and push the hands down. We're sending the right leg all the way to three-legged dog. Lots of support from the core on the transition. Lift the right leg, inhale. As you exhale, tap right knee, right tricep. As you inhale, send it up and back. And as you exhale, right knee, left tricep. Good. As you inhale, send it up and back. And then as you exhale, step that right foot between the palms. Spin the left heel down and rise for Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Good. In your Warrior 1, hips square to the front of the mat. It can be nice to set the hands on the hips and manually pull right hip back, left hip forward. Once you get that square hip position, bend deeper into the right knee, push down to the left heel. Interlace the hands behind your back. Switch which pinky you put on top this time, so take your awkward interlace. Pull the knuckles to the left heel, push the left heel down strong, and then bow forward and side of the right thigh. As you exhale, the left heel is your anchor, so the more that you can push right heel to the ground, the more balance support you'll have from that back leg. Look at your left calf, bend deeper into the right knee, and do remember that the hips might want to push to the right, but don't let them. Draw the hips. It might even feel like you're drawing the hips a little bit to the left. Look at your left calf so that you can relax the neck, soften your jaw, soften the tongue. Good. Breathe deep all the way down into the belly. Keep pressing your left heel into the earth and rise back up. Warrior 1. So put your arms up high, frame your head with your biceps. Straighten out your right leg and start to enter your pyramid pose. So you can take the hands to the hips, pitch the chest forward parallel to the earth. If you have more depth in your hamstrings, place the hands on the floor and bow the nose to the shin. Make sure you don't let the left leg go lazy here. So sometimes the left leg just wants to relax, but squeeze the quad of your back leg. So left thigh muscles, hug the bone. Ball of your right foot pushes down. Heel of your left. If they're not already, do place your hands down on the top of your mat. As you push the hands into the floor, send your right leg back to plank. You might have to walk both feet back a little bit. We're going to do something a little bit different this time. You're going to bring your left forearm down to the floor, parallel to the top edge of your mat, and roll into a side plank on your left forearm. right hand reaches to the sky. Good. If you want a little bit less, place your right foot down in front of you. If you want a little bit more, lift your right leg up like a star. Hold for 4, 3, 2, you got it, 1. Now to switch, you're gonna set the right foot down, place your right forearm under the left forearm, roll onto the right foot, and move the left knee up. Go to the same place you did on the other side, so maybe the left foot supports you in front. Maybe the left foot rises like a star. We'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring both forearms, both elbows down, forearms. Bring it up to the palms, so hands come under the shoulders. Hold, plank pose, take a deep inhale. Downward facing dog or chaturanga on your exhale. Inhale, cobra or up dog if you're taking the flow. Exhale, let's move to downward facing dog. Before we take a rest, hold that down dog for a deep inhale through your nose. Stay lifted as you exhale, press heels to ground. Good. One more breath like it. Fan your fingers out, press your thumbs down, deep inhale, pike the hips. Stay with the exhale, make it your best down dog. Good. And release the knees to the floor. Take a child's pose. About 5 to 7 breaths here, resting in your child's pose. As you do rest, so stay down. I'm going to lift up so you can hear my voice better. As you rest in that child's pose, if you want to make it more active, walk your hands very, very far forward and pull the hips back as a counteraction so you feel a nice stretch through the back side of the body. If you want it to be a little bit more passive and easeful, relax the elbows down and just soften the hip creases, soften the belly, breathe deep through the nose regardless. Allow the body to be at ease, allow the body to be in the present moment, the mind to rest in the present moment. Start to push the hands down. Rise up to a tabletop position. And then to your plank pose. From your plank pose, you're going to bend the knees a little bit, look at your thumbs, and then hop your feet between the thumbs. Sit the butt down and roll onto the back. We're going to prep for some core work, so come down onto the back. Good. When you get onto the back, we're going to take both feet straight up to the sky, interlace the hands behind the head, and start to do crunches, so a small pulse up and down. Point the toes and lift head and shoulders off the mat and lower. As you go through a few rounds of crunches on your own, spread your elbows out wide so you have lots of space. You might not even be able to see the elbows in your peripheral vision. And another thing to keep in mind here, low back stays flat to the mat. So think of pressing your low back down like a stamp on paper, very firm. And think of, as you exhale and you lift, drawing the belly button to the floor. So if you've ever, I'm sure all of us have probably sewed at some point. So you know how the needle punches down into the fabric. Think of your belly button doing that action. So every time you exhale, it's like the needle as you sew pressing down into the fabric, if you were working with a sewing machine. So keep dropping navel down, lifting up. Good. Now you're going to release head and shoulders to the floor. Draw your left knee into the chest and lower your right foot about 4 inches, maybe 6 inches off the floor. So right leg is extended, left knee is in the chest. Once again, lift head and shoulders, draw your nose up towards your knees. You're gonna pulse for 2. So pull left knee tight, and then switch. Pull right knee in tight, so pulse for 2, pull right knee in tight, and then left knee, pull it in tighter, switch. Right knee in, pull it in tighter, and switch. Left knee in, pull it in tight, switch. Right knee in, pull it in tight, and switch. Keep it going. Keep it going, you got it. Stick with it. This is our second to last exercise. So after this, we have one more for the obliques. We'll rest the front of the abdomen, we'll rest the low abdomen, and we'll work the oblique muscles. So keep it going, a few more rounds. Left knee draws in, it pulses, right knee draws in, it pulses. Good. Next time the left knee comes in, that's your last time. Pull both knees in for a moment. Good. Once again, interlace the hands behind the head. Stretch the left leg out. Take your left elbow to your right knee. Inhale, both knees come in, center your elbows, and then exhale, switch. Right elbow, left knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. Inhale, center. This is our last core exercise, so stick with it. Left elbow, right knee. You got it. Inhale, center. You can do it. Right elbow, left knee. Inhale, center. Nice work, you guys. Left elbow, right knee. Inhale, center. Just a few more. Right elbow, left knee. You got it. Center. Left elbow, right knee. Center. Right elbow, left knee. Center. Last time each side. Left elbow, right knee. Good. Center. One more. Right elbow, left knee. Good. Center. And release head and shoulders and feet to the floor. Do a bridge pose. Don't skip this. You need it to stretch the abdomen back out. So lift up into a bridge. It can even be a lazy bridge if you want to. So active bridge or lazy bridge. Lift up and hold. Stick with it. Relax the neck. Relax the throat muscles. Relax the jaw. Good. Soften the skin of the face. Keep the hips up. You got it. Put a little bit of squeeze to the glutes. Maybe hips go a little bit higher. Good. Now lift your heels off the ground. Reach your arms up overhead. And slowly roll your spine back down to the floor. Vertebrae, vertebrae, vertebrae. Start to windshield wiper your knees side to side. Get a nice little stretch for the quads, the obliques, for the abs. Good. And then pull your knees in tight and rock and roll forward and back. The whole length of your spine. We're going to rock shoulders to hips. Shoulders to hips. And let's go back to a downward facing dog. So as you're ready for it, get the hands, shoot the feet back. Downward facing dog. Last little bit here before we cool down. We're going to lift the right leg up. This time, bend the knees, stack the hips open, and optionally, you can stay stacked, or if you want to flip into wild thing, you'll land the right foot behind the calf and flip the belly and chest open to the sky. So take wild thing or stay in your stacked dog. Wherever you're at, take another deep inhale. And then back to three-legged dog on your exhale. Lift the right leg high. Breathe in deep through the nose. Now over to the left elbow, right knee, left elbow. Take the twist. Extend your right foot out to the side. And almost like a fallen side plank, lift your left knee. So arms are in a side plank position. Take another inhale. Take the left hand down onto the mat and go back to three-legged dog. Lift the right leg high, breathe in deep. And as you exhale, step your right foot between the palms. Rise up to warrior two. So left foot comes down, arms in the second warrior. From your second warrior, bend the left knee, straighten the right leg, come down into your Skandasana. Good. From Skandasana, push the feet down strong. Rise back up to second warrior. Flip the right palm and inhale reverse. Side bend to the right side. Another inhale. Side angle on your exhale. Right elbow on the right thigh, left bicep right here. Now option to stay in traditional side angle. Second option is to wrap the left arm behind you, pack bind. Third option is to take the right arm under the thigh, full bind. And your last option is to step the left foot forward. 5 steps too far forward. And then take your birds of paradise. So your choice there, you're staying in traditional side angle or you're going to have any other position. Stay in your position, continue to breathe. Find your center and find your ground. You gotta really caution you. breath stay. If you have vertical paradise, slowly release the right foot. How gently can you set it down? Step it all the way back to side ankle where we're going to need, so you can unbind and bind. Half bind, full bind, release it all. Take an inhale. Move to chaturanga on the exhale. Step the right foot back, bend the elbows. As you inhale, stretch the belly and hips open. Up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the hips up high. As you inhale, lift the left leg. Bend the knees, stack the hips open. Now you can stay in that stacked position if you did on the other side. If you took a wild thing, lower the left foot. Lift the belly, chest open. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And we're going to meet back in three-legged dog. So as the left hand comes down, left foot rises high. Nice. And then take an inhale, three-legged dog. As you exhale, left knee, right elbow. Expand that left foot out to the side. Roll onto the inner arch of your right foot as you lift that right foot up. Good. Push the left hand down, take another inhale. Three-legged dog as you exhale. Right hand down, left leg up. As you exhale, step your left foot between the palms. Bend the right heel down and rise up. Warrior two. Good. From warrior two, inhale, reverse warrior. Stay there with your exhale. Bend a little deeper into the left knee. Yes. Nice work, you guys. Take another inhale in that reverse warrior. Stretch left hip to left fingers. And then exhale to side angle. Left elbow on the left thigh, right bicep by the ear. Pause there for a moment. Now, any additions happen step by step, so you can stay. It's a good place to stay. You might take half bind. Right hand wraps behind you. Left hand wraps under to hook. You might step into your bird of paradise. So if you're stepping, that right foot meets the left foot. Then the right foot pushes down and the left leg rises. Wherever you've landed, find the breath again so you have that even steady rhythm of breath to carry you and hold you in your pose. No matter where you're at, another inhale. If you're in bird of paradise, lots of finesse and grace on the landing. Right foot moves back. And we unbind anything back to traditional side angle. Left elbow, right arm. Inhale in traditional side angle. Exhale to your final chaturanga. Left leg goes back. Bend the elbows. On the inhale, upward facing dog. On the exhale, downward facing dog. Good work, you guys. When you get to down dog, push the heels down. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Through the nose or the mouth, let it go. Two more like it in down dog. Big inhale through the nose. Stay where you're at. Nose or mouth, find your exhale. Good. And then last one. Deep inhale through the nose. Nose or mouth. Strong exhale. Good. Go ahead and bend your knees. Look at your thumbs. And we're going to hop to the top of the mat for a forward fold. When you're ready, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rise to stand, inhale. Thumbs to heart, exhale. We're going to finish our standing sequence with a tree pose. So from your Tadasana, shift the weight into your right foot, lift your left knee into the chest. I know that it's tempting, but don't do it yet without the hands, no hands. Place your foot inside of the thigh or the calf. Don't do it yet. Nice. And now if you want to adjust it, you can lift it higher. So maybe reach down with the left hand, lift it up a little bit more. I'm going to give you a deeper option for your tree pose today if you want it. It's not, again, it's never mandatory, but it's not mandatory. It's an option for you, or it's something to keep in your mind as a possibility for later if you're not taking it today. You might grab a hold of that left ankle and place the pinky toe edge side of your foot inside of the hip crease. This is your half standing lotus. So pinky toe edge side of the left foot will go inside of the right hip crease. An option from there, nice Jenny, an option from there to go a little bit deeper, and again, it's just kind of like a step that you can either have in your tool belt for later or you can try out today. Maybe that left hand wraps behind you. You can grab it with the right hand and hook it inside or grab the big toe side of your left foot. So left hand comes to the inside of the left foot, and then left hand can go to the heart. And then we find the balance and we stay for many breaths. We're gonna be here for about 4 more breaths. So I want your focus to be on the inhale, exhale rhythm, slowing down. On the foundation of your right foot, pushing into the ground. And the top of your skull rising up to meet the ceiling. 1 more full inhale. 1 more full exhale. If you have that bind, place the hands together at the heart, and we're slowly going to release the left foot down. How slow can you lower that foot? Almost like you don't even want to. Set it down to Tadasana. Bring the arms down by the sides. Take an inhale. And then shake out the hands and legs on your exhale. You guys already know. Dance it out. Bring some blood flow to anywhere that got a little stagnant. Yes, and then we're going to switch to the other side. First, starting in Tadasana, feet are grounded. Without the hands, go ahead and push left foot down. Lift the right foot up and place it. Don't use the hands quite yet. Just find the placement. It can be above or below the knee. Good. And I love the use of the wall. Left hand can find the wall here for a little bit more support. Now, if you want to, take that right hand, bring it up a little bit higher if you want. Find the height of your tree before moving into the half lotus. And then those of us that practiced half lotus on the other side are going to take the left hand, grab the foot. Actually, you can do both hands, but place the pinky toe edge side of your foot inside of the hip. Hands can go to heart center. That can be our final position. Maybe the right hand comes around the back behind you and hooks the big toe side of the foot. In which case, left hand can go to the heart. Core draws in and up. Crown of the head rises towards the ceiling. The entirety of the left foot pushes down into the floor. If the hands are not together, go ahead and place the palms together at the center of the chest. And then with lots of elegance, we're going to place that right foot down on the floor. Land it, bring the hands down for a moment. Beautiful, and now find the shape. Release the arms, release the legs. Nice work, you guys. We're going to cool it down, starting at the top of the mat. Go ahead and take your Tadasana pose. Inhale, arms up. As you exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. You can do a chaturanga or go straight to down dog on your exhale. If you do want the chaturanga, take your up dog on the inhale. And from on exhale, downward facing dog. Let's find half pigeon with the right leg forward. So right knee is going to land behind your right wrist. Right heel is going to come out from underneath the groin. So scoot it forward a touch. Lower the left knee and walk the left leg down. Before we lower down, we're going to have the fingerprints come to frame the leg. Lift the chest up high, deep inhale through the nose, down into the low belly. And then exhale. You're welcome to bow forward. Sometimes it can be nice to stay lifted up. So if you want to stay lifted in your pigeon pose, find the lift. start to release anything that wants to grip. If there's anything that's unnecessarily holding tight, see if you can soften those places a little bit. Maybe the front of the left hip, maybe the left groin. Go ahead and start to make your way out of that. So palms will come back down on the floor. You can walk your left knee forward a touch. Maybe you go back all the way to down dog. Maybe you pause on the table for a moment. We will eventually make our way to down dog for the other side. So when you're ready, downward facing dog, slide the left knee forward behind the left wrist. Move the left heel out from under your groin and slide the right leg back. Before we lower, come up onto your fingertips. Inhale, lift your chest high. And then as you exhale, go ahead and bow forward over that left shin. If you stayed lifted up on the other side, stay lifted up on this side too. It can be nice to experience the uplift too. So whichever position is calling to you right now, do that. Once you get into your place in your pigeon, do find whatever release you can. So sometimes our muscles want to grip unnecessarily. Whatever muscles need to support the position, let them support it. But any muscles that are gripping out of just a holding pattern, what we're used to doing but don't need to grip, let them soften, let them release. A little bit more flexibility in the back of the hips. And now start to walk your hands back up to support your transition to a seat. You're going to swing that right leg forward. And then before we take Shavasana, our last position is going to be a seated twist. So you're going to come up to your seat, just like we did in the beginning of class. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. And we're going to hold this twist for many breaths. So if you want to make it deeper, you'll sit tall as you can. You'll exhale to rotate more into that twist. And another option for you is to take your left hand and wrap it inside of the right hip crease. You can use that right hand also, or that back hand, that left hand as leverage to pull yourself further into rotation. Inhale through center and exhale to switch. So now left hand to the outside of the right thigh. On the inhale, sit up as tall as you can. Find your best posture. And then as you exhale, go further into the rotation. Maybe your right hand wraps behind you and hooks inside of the left hip. You can use it as leverage to pull yourself deeper into the twist. Good. Release to center and find your Shavasana all the way down on the back. Go ahead and lie down. Once you lie down, do lie down. I'm going to stay up for a moment so I can check our time. Once you lie down, go ahead and release the legs out long. Release the arms down by the sides. Let the back of the head just kind of fall heavy to the earth. Any features of the face that are holding or any expression on the face, let it go. If you're still controlling the breath, you can let that go as well. Let the natural rhythm of the breath take over. Relax the soles of your feet. Completely release the ankles, the shins, the calves. Feel a sense of your kneecaps being very easeful and just floating there in space. Backs of the knees are spacious. The hamstring muscles are completely disengaged. Relax the quads, relax the femur bones. Let the heads of the femur bones soften and relax into the hips. Let the pelvis be at ease, the low back, sacrum, back of the hips be completely relaxed. And then no tension in the belly, just let the belly be at ease. Let the low back be soft, graceful. Each space between the ribs relaxed. Soften any muscles around the sternum. Let the weight of the upper back rest to the support of the floor. Shoulder blades relax to the support of the earth. No tension in the neck, front of neck, back of neck, base of the neck, all of it softens. No tension in the jaw, let it completely go. Any tension in the ears, go ahead and soften that as well. Forehead is relaxed, temples are relaxed, brow is soft. The skin of your scalp is relaxed. Each hair follicle relaxed. And then you can imagine your brain very peacefully but very heavily resting in the basin of the skull. Any last worries, any last cares, go ahead and release them for now. We're going to rest here in Shavasana for a couple of moments, and then I'll bring you back together in just a few, right on time for that next class. If you have time to stay longer or you want to stay longer, go ahead and remain where you're at. If you're moving forward with me, go ahead and start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rotate your wrists. You can move the ankles, either and flex or rotate ankles. And then on your inhale, reach your arms overhead. Big full body stretch. Reach long through the body. Good. As you exhale, hug the knees into the chest. And you can roll to a side or you can rock up to a seat. We will meet in a seated position to end together. Go ahead and make that Sukhasana shape. Hands down on the lap. With an inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. And with your exhale, place the thumbs at heart center. Let go of any last tension in the jaw, the shoulders here. Just soften as you hold the spine upright. And use this last moment of class to set an intention for the rest of your day. So maybe something you need to or want to accomplish here. Or maybe a way that you want to feel as you move into the rest of the day. Go ahead and set that intention now.